Hello everybody, Wild Trekker here, and welcome to another episode here on the new Eriador server. And we're back over at our rally course circuit. I'm just laying down some of the ice track, just trying to work out the mechanics of it. And as you can see here, I've got some of it laid out. So what I'm trying to think about now is the way the course goes, but how it actually works as well. Because being a rally circuit, it's a bit different from tarmac, Formula 1 and that sort of thing, in that you've got to still get the racing line, but if you go offline slightly, it's a bit of a handicap. You kind of bog down into the gravel and the dirt and whatever. So this is going to be the kind of fast track, if you like. It's going to be too wide in most areas, and yeah, so if you go wide at the corner, you're going to probably hit into these trees, and then you're on the slow bit to try and get back onto the fast track again. So it's going to make it a bit more challenging, and that's really what I'm trying to lay down at the moment, just work out where that sort of too wide track is. And once we've got all that down, we can then start building things. So one of those things I'd like to build today is possibly this bridge going over here. I think it's going to look quite cool how it is, but yeah, it's just a bit of planning and working out at the moment, but hopefully we can get all that sorted. And again, I don't think we showed this area last time, did we? That this is where it comes out of that tunnel entrance. So it goes in the other side here, and it's going to come down, then it's going to be a sharp turn round to the right onto here, and then we've got to work out how we don't make them fall off the edge. And I was thinking about this area as well, and do we make it a shortcut or do we make it a hard cut? As in, if someone accidentally goes straight on because they can't turn, then they hit a barrier here and they've got to go down this really tight technical sort of you know, like this along here, so it might be only one wide or something like that. So it's a bit of a challenge. We'll leave that wide open, and it's one of those things, if you take corners too quick, you kind of come off. It's not a keep your foot to the floor type sport. It's definitely one where you've got to know where to go fast and where to go slow. I'm pretty happy how that's starting to come along. As you can see, we've put the bridge in place and done some decoration. So we've got this kind of path coming down here where you'll be coming around this corner. We've yet to do any edges up here, but this bit through here we've just got coming through a cave. I'll probably decorate it out maybe with some sort of mine shafty stuff and cobwebs. And I'm thinking actually I might not put barriers all the way around, because you know, in rallying you do come around the corner. If you go too fast, there is a risk that you may actually fall off the edge, and I think if they do, this will be difficult to get back up, but we could make it so they could come through here and put themselves back on the track on this bit here if they wanted to. So but that would be a penalty for sliding off and not controlling it, because rallying's, I say, it's not all about going fast, it's about going steady, and yeah, fast in the bits you need to, not so fast in other bits. And as we say in rallying circles, to finish first, you first must finish. So yeah, that's quite important. But I've done this area here. We're going to the trees again. Lighting I need to sort out, and then that's going across this bridge, which I think is starting to look pretty good. And then we've got the lower path here as well, which is probably going to be more of a penalty path. It's going to be harder to navigate round here and through all these sections, but they both then join each other at this point as you fly off there and as you come around that corner. So yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Let's have a look at it from below. Yeah, I like that. I think it looks pretty good. It's reminds me a bit of a sort of viaduct and that kind of bridge that we have in the UK. But yeah, we'll be coming back through it as well. So I've tried to get the detail underneath as much as both sides as well. So I've got the both sides matching except where it goes into the rock itself. So again, this will be an area they'll come through under the bridge, and then they'll carry on through the sort of the bridge struts and then into this section over here. And I've kind of decorated this wall. I never thought I'd be using this granite in Minecraft, but it's actually very close to dirt, so to give it a solid structure underground, I think works quite well for that. So we kind of get the solidness, because if it was just dirt it wouldn't necessarily hold up, and I may replace some of the roof with this. And again, we've got that area, if they slide off at the end, then they're going to have to get going again before they can go around there. So just to add a little challenge to it. So that's looking quite good. We're probably going to be sticking things like hay bales around as well, because that's quite a common thing for rallying stage setup to use, is hay bales, because they're kind of soft for cars to bounce into if they hit them. It's not like concrete where it's just going to totally wreck the vehicle. So what I need to do, I've brought some seeds over here. I'm going to start planting these because I'm going to need a lot of wheat for this, and as I'm not over in Spawn Town, my wheat isn't growing at the moment, and we don't have an automated wheat farm set up at the farms just yet. So yeah, I'm gonna get that set up over here, and I'll probably do a big field of it, and we'll get rid of it later on, so it'll just be a temporary thing really. So while I do that, I just thought I'd show you some footage. You may have noticed in my previous video when I was doing the achievements, I found a notch apple in a mine shaft chest. But for those eagle-eyed amongst you, you'd probably notice that it was actually a mesa mine shaft, and these are on the surface in the mesa now. It's a new feature of 1.10, which is what we're playing, so I was in a new area that 1.10 had generated, and yeah, so I'm just going to show you a quick clip of that whilst I get this finished. Just wanted to share this with you guys. You can see I'm in the mesa biome, but I'm not in our normal one. You can see our normal one on the map here, and then to the right of that, at the very bottom, we've got where our farm is. We've then got Nils's Fire Islands. A bit further up that, we've got a creeper farm. Yeah, I was sent by Yanis the wrong way to spawn, and I headed north. And I've come back to explore it a bit more because, well, that's the next map up north. You can see the mesa sort of runs out, but where I ended up is here, which is a new mesa, and as you can see, it's definitely new mesa. It's new terrain loaded in 1.10 because we've got these mine shafts, shall we say, but which are pretty cool because so far I have found a notch apple as well as a golden apple and a few other goodies. There seems to be, whoa, there's a spawner there. There seems to be quite a lot of things, but that's quite close because look at that one. That's out in the open, which is just bizarre really. And that's what I wanted to show you. These mine shafts in the mesa seem to be out in the open. They don't seem to be sort of hidden underground like you usually find. So that one's now spinning, but of course it's in daylight, isn't it? So I'm going to put torches on it anyway, just in case. You might get the odd one spawning back here, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? And I'm guessing, I don't know how far we'd have to be for this to be spawning, but I guess it's not quite a double one. It is still spinning there, and this one could be spinning here as well. So yeah, if one of the guys wanted to play around with an outdoor spawner, well, there's your opportunity really. But yeah, quite cool. We're not going to mess with these guys too much unless there's a chest back here, but there is a lot of gold. That's the thing about these, is gold. I don't want my dogs getting hurt. I've only just got these dogs. But yeah, that's pretty cool really to find these and explore them. But maybe we'll just take the gold where we can. But yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, so I think that definitely works with the straw bales. Are kind of temporarily put there to stop you knocking yourself off, and then I'm going to leave this bit clear. So we've got that way down underneath for them to come on that way. That looks pretty good. And I've been doing a little bit of work over here. Look at this place down here. Yes, I decided to, rather than just make this wheat fields, we'd make it into something a little bit more special and a bit more of a view. As you can see down here, we've got ourselves a little sort of farmstead. So I thought, rather than having the blocks here with all my stuff and temporary, I'll put all my temporary storage in here. So I've got a little safe workshop to be working in, and then that can also form part of I get my words mixed up today. Yeah, part of a farm basically. So we'll leave these in here, which will be pretty good. These are hiding the water underneath it, so that's good. And then we've got wheat whenever we want to. Let's fill that in there. I occasionally miss one when I'm putting it on, but the rest of it looks good. And yeah, I've kind of bone milled the rest of this, put some too high grass in. We've put these trees in. This is actually a tree as it grew. I think it looks quite awesome as a tree goes. I know I think in extreme hills you get these weird trees, so I've put a couple of trees in. because this is the other type you get as well. So I think that looks good, quite good. So they are just normal trees. They're not sort of custom trees. What I'm doing as well, you might notice here, just putting some string above some of these, so not everything will grow to its full height, like this one here for example. That'll always stay that height. So I'm kind of trying to customize them. We use some dirt, or rather some of the coarse dirt, to make sure it stays dirt around the edges. I think that looks quite good over this sort of pond area. And then we've got a little fishing area here where our little farmer can come out from his house and go fishing. And I think what we'll end up doing is putting a secondary road through here and see if we can't link that up towards the finish, so it gives us an alternative way of coming through at some point. Because again, if we can make this into a field area over on this side, then that'll be pretty good as well. But yeah, you end up going down a few levels, so yeah, I think that would work to actually, as well as having something going around there, we then bring something back through some fields over here, have that end up going this way. So yeah, pretty good, and it looks quite good as well from this perspective, and that's what I've been trying to do, is make sure that this looks really good as you come around. So yeah, as you come around through this way, you're hit with this sort of overgrown area underneath this sort of viaduct, but you do get a glimpse of that farm over there, which I think looks pretty good over there as it stands like that. So yeah, really happy how this is all coming on. So awesome. I think what we'll probably do now is take a little bit of a break over this. There is a shop that I want to check out over in Spawn, so let's offload some of our stuff here, because we don't really need to take all of this with us. We can leave it here, and then it's here for when we want to come and do things. So I will see you over there. Here we are over around the back of my house here in Spawn, and we've got Dadcraft's house there. And yeah, Dadcraft has extended the path round the back of his house, and he has got a shop that I'd like to spend some diamonds in. So let's just go down here and have a look. And yes, it's selling all the sort of newish blocks in the game, or some of the hard find blocks like the Nether Quartz, and we've got the new bone block. This was obviously the block from the previous version 1.9. We've got the magma blocks, which are new in this one. We've got nether wart blocks, the red nether brick blocks, and I say you just put some harder things like the glowstone and the mossy cobble and the podzol and nether brick as well, in case you don't want to go mining that. I guess he had a lot left over, so we are going to sell some of this red nether, so they are 6 diamonds each. Might as well do that so you can see those. And so that's those, and the other one I want is these magma blocks. I've got no clue yet what I want to use them for, but we'll take 3 of those and you can have some diamonds for those. So thank you very much DC for those. That saves me travelling several thousand blocks in the nether to try and find them. You've already done it. I've got plenty of diamonds, so I'm happy for that to happen. Now I guess that these red nether bricks are easy enough to make up, because it's only, you know, 2 wart and 2 things. However, I need all my nether wart for the other type of block, because it takes 9 to actually create this nether wart block. So yeah, I think I'd rather save my nether wart for that if I was going to do it. So I've no idea, as I said, what we're going to be using these new blocks for. And we've got the bone blocks, which I don't think I've got any at the moment, because I did make up some bones earlier. Yeah, I haven't got any at the moment. Let's have a look. We've got anything in dye. So we have got some there, so we can make up those as well if we wanted to, which actually do probably go together quite well with these blocks. And let's have a look. We've got the red there and the white against it, so that's quite good. And then we've got a contrasting dark colour there. This one, I don't know, it's quite a decorative block. It might work as a background block, and of course it's got the properties of, yeah, it hurts. So you know, that is something about it. It's also got the lighting properties as well. I haven't got a torch with me, but the lighting level in here, it's this far away from there, so yeah, it's going to take up the lighting properties of that distance away, and it will retain it if we took those lights away, so until we destroy it. So Yeah, not quite sure what we use them for yet, but I wanted them. We got them, and I'm sure that DC is going to sell out of those pretty quick. So we're going to put those in there, nice and safe out of the way. And you know, we've got the little farm going for the Neverwort, which I've got through here, just a temporary farm until we get the Neverwort farm going at the main farm. Here we go, and if we use our fortune pick, this is something I didn't realise actually, but by using fortune you actually get more Neverwort. So yeah, a good way of doing it, especially as we got mending now. That was thanks to DC actually. I saw that on his channel, so make sure you go and watch DC's channel because he comes out with all these lovely little tips, which is great. So even I learnt something I didn't know before that. Yeah, so that's all good. We've got those blocks. Maybe if you guys got some ideas what we can use them for, you could tell me. You could tell me what you want to do. So yeah, so let me get these replanted. I do hate it when you've got that in there when you want to plant things. And while we're doing that, let me remind you that 2nd of July through to the 9th of July 2016, just in case you're watching this video a little bit later, we have the quiz. So there is a link in the description. Go and enter the quiz, and we'll be selecting from those people who enter and answer all the questions properly. We'll be selecting people to come and play on the new Eriador server with us for our summer day event, and we're going to be live streaming. We're going to be doing all sorts of fun and games. We'll be picking some wild cards as well from the live stream, so if you don't quite get in under the sort of the quiz, then watch the live streams, because I think each live streamer is going to be picking a different person. I'm going to put these in here for now temporarily. We're going to have a Neverwort chest. Yeah, so we'll be picking people from the streams to actually log on during the stream with us and help us out over the farm, and we're probably doing some other fun stuff as well. So yeah, make sure you enter that competition. If you think you know new Eriador, if you think you know the members on here, prove it. Go and show us that you do. And did I put one of those away? I did. Yeah, so go and show how well you actually know us by answering those questions. I wonder how many new Eriador members would get all the answers right. Yeah, interesting to find out. So yeah, click on that link and you could be joining us on the server. We get asked all the time, you know, how can I come on the server and that sort of thing. Well, this is a great way to start, because you know us and we get to know you, and yeah, that's how we get new members sometimes. So you know, so come on, join us for that day, answer the questions, try and win at the quiz, and yeah, see how well you do. Well guys, I'm on a bit of a rescue mission, and the rescue mission is really this guy here. I don't know if I can get him on there. Can I back into him? Does it need to be in the water? Oh, he's gone over there now. Right, let's get this in the water. These dogs are getting derpier by the minute. Yeah, he's not getting in there. I'm going to have to try and push the boat into him again. I had in fact I had 3 of these when I came exploring the area over by the sort of the new terrain when I was in that Mesa biome, and yeah, they got left behind, and I didn't realise until I got way over there that actually they weren't with me anymore. And I tried to get another one to follow me, and with the water it was just impossible. So yeah, I think the only way of getting these guys is in the boat. So that's what we're doing. We are going to transport this guy back. The other one I know where he is, so but I've always got the option. I think Rika's got a dog, so I could always breed it with that, and I think if I breed mine first, then that's okay. It'll be mine. So I think that's how it works. So yeah, that's probably something I will do, but I want to get this guy back, so I thought before I end the episode I would come all the way back over here, sail my boat 1,000 blocks, and get this little guy back again. So yeah, we can have our own little doggy, and he can help us out or hinder us when we're out fighting mobs, because yeah, he did prove quite efficient when we were in the mine shaft. They were killing the mobs left, right and centre, if you remember. So pretty awesome. But anyway, I think that's all we got time for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Do leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. It does mean a lot to me. And don't forget to go and check out the rest of the guys on New Eriador, and we'll see you soon for another episode. My name is Wild Tracker. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye.